What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Tariq Elite Radio Show, broadcasting live from Los Angeles. Glad to have everybody tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to chop up some real good game on today's show. Everybody, you can call up to the show. The phone number is 818-850-5404. And chop up game with me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, go to iTunes and subscribe to the new show. Go to iTunes and type in Tariq Radio and subscribe so you can get the shows downloaded automatically to your mobile devices. A lot of folks are still looking for the Mac Lessons Radio Show on iTunes, and they're wondering why it's not being updated. You have to understand all the new shows are here at Tariq Radio, so spread the word. Everything is at TariqRadio.com or Tariq Elite Radio or TariqRadio.com, either one. We're going to come right back. We're going to do a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come back. We're going to take some calls from the listeners right here on Tariq Elite Radio. EbonyCohesion.com. That's the website for black businesses to get set up online and for black people to network with one another. It's meant to create an online market for black businesses and to promote their products and services. Go to www.ebonycohesion.com. CaseUltra.com. Subscribe to Case Ultra's t-shirt subscription and get a brand new t-shirt delivered to you every month. Now this month you're going to get a long sleeve t-shirt for the cooler weather with the print of the artist's unique interpretation of two powerful ancient symbols, the all-seeing eye and the tail devouring the snake. This month's shirt comes with a booklet describing the story behind the symbols in detail, and it also comes with free stickers. Sign up for the t-shirt subscription right now. Tariq Elite Radio users use the coupon code KFLEX and get 50% off on your first month. That's CaseUltra.com.
You're now tuning into the king of game, Tariq Elite, on Tariq Elite Radio.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Tariq Elite Radio at TariqRadio.com. Ladies and gentlemen, glad to have everybody tuning in. We're going to take some calls in a moment. Now, I got a surprise. We are going to have a brand new Macish package on sale, backed by popular demand. People, they always ask me, Tariq, when is the next Macish package deal coming? Well, we got one coming for Christmas. Christmas is coming up, and we want to have a nice Macish package for all the listeners, all the players, all the playettes for the Christmas holidays. Now, the 2013 Christmas Macish package, which goes on sale this coming Monday, December 9th. That's when it goes on sale, December 9th, this Monday, December 9th, and it's only going to be like a week and a half sale. So you got to take advantage of it. December 9th, and the sale ends December 18th. So it's like a week and a couple of days. So this is what you're going to get in the brand new 2013 Macish package. This is what you're going to get, family. You're going to get the Relationship, Riches, and Race DVD. You're going to get the Live in Miami DVD. And those two DVDs are two of my best lectures, by the way. These are two of my favorite lecture DVDs. Both the Relationship, Riches, and Race, that's me doing a live lecture in Chicago. The game was hot fire. The game was hot fire. Real good stuff in that. But like I said, in the 2013 Macish package, you're going to get the Relationships, Riches, and Race DVD, the Live in Miami DVD, the Live in New York DVD, my lecture DVD, the Tariq Elite Live in Atlanta DVD. You're going to get the Mac Lessons DVD. You're going to get the Eugenist DVD. A lot of y'all haven't seen the Eugenist yet. That's going to be in this year's Macish package. Also, you're going to get the Tariq Elite Snapback baseball cap. We have several ones. It's going to be a toss-up which one you get, but you're going to get one of the hats, one of the Cooperate hats, or one of the leather logo hats. You're also going to get the international sunglasses. You're going to get the No Justice t-shirt, and you're going to get the White Heraldry t-shirt. And you're getting all 10 of those items. Those are 10 items in the Macish package for just $99, family. I mean, you can't beat that. That's the ultimate Macish package. We've never had a Macish package deal that great. And it's for 1 week only, family. It is for 1 week only. So again, you can get that at TariqRadio.com, MacLessons.com, TariqRadio.com, MacLessons.com, and that goes on sale this coming Monday, December 9th. The Relationships, Riches, and Race DVD, Tariq Elite Live in Miami, Tariq Elite Live in New York, Tariq Elite Live in Atlanta, Tariq Elite Mac Lessons DVD, and the Udinners DVD, the Tariq Elite baseball caps, the international sunglasses, the No Justice t-shirt, and the White Heraldry t-shirt, all for $99 for 1 week only. Don't miss that sale next week. You better act on that. But anyway, let's get into some game. Let's take some calls and see who's calling. And by the way, people, you can go to HiddenColorsFilm.com and get the movie Hidden Colors 1 and 2. Get that now. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, what's up, man? This is Just calling from New York.
What's up, Just from New York? How you doing, player?
Hey, nothing much, man. Really, I want to keep it brief. I was wondering if at some point in time, maybe during your podcast, you can give brothers a tip on how to study. A lot of times you talk about a lot of information, and sometimes I wonder like how you were able to synthesize all this information and put it together to where it just all makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what you have to do, you have to make the information applicable to your life. You have to be able to personally relate to the information. I think this is one of the reasons why some of our children here kind of are, not all, because there are a lot of smart African-American children, but a lot of us kind of get bored with school because we see a lot of stuff that doesn't apply to us. Or we think it doesn't apply to us. Let me put it that way. Because when you show that it applies to you, then you can look at it a different way. For example, like with the Hidden Colors series, when we talk about history and how it relates to African-American people, and not just African-American people, African people in general, people are more interested in that history when they see our hand in that. That's why the Hidden Colors series is so popular. So once we see how it relates to us, that will make it more interesting to us. And I think that's a good way to study. The information and the knowledge has to be applicable to you somehow. That makes sense?
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. That's what you got to do, man. It's very important that you can relate to certain things, because that's the thing with us. A lot of times we just don't relate to certain. We hear about certain forefathers and we don't relate to them like a person in the dominant society might relate to them, as far as like history and just the way they teach language. We touch on that in Hidden Colors 3, by the way. We're working on Hidden Colors 3 right now, and we go into that in Hidden Colors 3. I can't wait till you guys see that. I mean, we're right dab. We really just started the editing process for Hidden Colors 3 because I still have to film one more thing, but we've done all the principal photography, so now all the hard stuff is editing this thing. Editing these films, that's where all the work comes in. And again, go to HiddenColorsFilm.com. Get Hidden Colors 1 and 2 because we need that information. Share these DVDs, and I mean the authentic DVDs, with your loved ones. Go to HiddenColorsFilm.com. Get the authentic DVDs. Please stop getting the bootlegs. That's not helping us. Let's see who else is on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Clarence from Kentucky.
What's up, Clarence from Kentucky? How you doing, player?
I'm doing good, man.
What's on your mind, player?
I got a question for you, Tariq. Now, I got a kid with a young lady, and she got a new dude in the picture. How do you go about dealing with the disrespecting him? Don't be mad or talk to him.
Oh, wow. That's a heavy one, and that falls back on her for allowing him to even have that kind of wherewithal to be disrespectful to you. That really falls back on her, and she's going to have to check that. You know why? Because the thing is that this chick is around, she got this new dude around her and your kid, and if she's letting him disrespect you, no telling what this dude will do to the kid. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to let her know that whatever dynamic between you and her, that's between you and her. But don't have this new nigga in the mix, because if he thinks he can disrespect, he ain't going to just stop with you. He'll start disrespecting her, then disrespecting the kid. And that's one thing me and my daughter's mother, even though we weren't together for a while, I never let any of my girls that I dated disrespect her, or none of that, vice versa. None of that bullshit. We didn't allow nobody to come in disrespecting anybody. So you got to nip that in the bud, and you got to sit down with your ex and really chop up game with her. How old is your kid, by the way?
He's 2.
2 years old. Okay. Yeah. Now, what happened with that? You got a 2-year-old kid, and she's out here with new dick in her life. What happened?
and she just wanted to, I guess, something different. You know what I'm saying? I was like, cool, keep it pushing, because I couldn't keep up with what she was trying to do. She's still trying to be out on the scene, and I'm trying to make a family and everything like that. So we just was at different points in our lives, I guess.
Y'all got to stop trying to put a circle in a square peg. That's another thing, man. Y'all get these chicks and y'all try to put on the cape, and these chicks want to hit the club and turn up, and you think that you're going to dick them down and make them stop trying to turn up at the club, and that ain't going to work, my dude. You gotta get with people instead of trying to switch them up and change who they are. You get with people who are on your level and want to grow and move and shake with you. You find a motherfucker who wants to be in a family. It ain't that fucking difficult. That's how guys got to think. We love putting circles in square pegs, man. But anyway, man, thanks for the call, brother. Yes, indeed. I wasn't trying to reprimand the brother, but, I'm not trying to be holier than thou. But, we do have to be selective about people we put our seeds up in. And who are these raggedy-ass dudes they bring around, and dudes trying to be disrespectful. Fuck all that. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, what's up, Tariq? How's it going, man?
What's up, man? Who is this?
This is D, man, from Atlanta. Well, I live in L.A. I used to live in L.A., but I moved to Atlanta recently.
Yes, sir. What's on your mind, player?
Well, two things. Number one, I'm been out here for about, I don't know, man, like 4 months, and it's not what I thought it would be, Thinking about going back to Cali.
Yeah.
I tried to, I'm working and everything, which is cool. I don't want to pick up and leave us all over again, but I want to see your thoughts on that, man. Am I making the wrong mistake?
Now, what did you expect in Atlanta, and what did you find out? What didn't you like about Atlanta?
Bruh, first of all, it's not what I expected. I thought black folks would be more united. I thought we was out here doing it, but it's the South, bro, so I still get that racist vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a division between the do blacks and just regular blacks out here, and I don't like that. I feel like, they put all black people in the category out here. There's no division or anything like that,
Right. Yeah. A lot of people think, that Atlanta's the same Atlanta from the 90s and the early 2000s, where, everybody's kicking it and working together and all that. You got a lot of dusty niggas, hood rats, and haters down in Atlanta right now. And there's some well-to-do black folks down there, too, by the way. I love Atlanta. I go down there. All my lectures sell out. I love Atlanta to death. And,
I try to hide the breezes, too. It's a little different, you know what I mean? I think I'm just too much over their head. My Cali game is too tough.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So I gotta downplay my ism, but, I don't know. I'm just not... That's not what I thought it would be. So
I feel that. I trust me. I know, dude. Man, you go out there with the Chris mouthpiece. If you ain't got gold teeth and you ain't talking some bullshit, a lot of these,
exactly.
Some of these women they can't even relate. They think you bougie. So I know a lot of brothers run into that, man. The hood radishness is at epidemic proportions down there. And a lot of people make it seem like you got all these Phaedra Parks and all of these well-to-do sisters out there in Atlanta, and that's a hood rat haven down there. You got some country, no-talking, dusty, janky lace front wearing hood rats running around Atlanta, and people, I guess, outside don't want to talk about that epidemic because that's going to ruin the image of Atlanta. But we got to tell the truth and shame the devil, man. That shit has to be called out, and there's a lot of spoiled apples in the bunch. But not to say all of the women in Atlanta are like that, but there's a lot of them running around that people are not trying to talk about, and I feel exactly where you're coming from. But I say this, start hanging out at some of the upscale spots. Quickly learn the upscale spots.
I work in Buckhead. That's a predominantly, you know what I mean, uppity. I call it the Beverly Hills of Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's what to do blacks, what to do, whites out here and so forth. I try to connect and network with some of these people out here, and it's been working. I ain't trying to kiss too much ass, because I remember your podcast a couple weeks ago talking about don't kiss too much ass, but it seems like I gotta show a little egos out here, man, a little bit of Indian egos or whatnot,
Yeah.
Trying to get some stuff off the ground, so, I'm just trying to...
Yeah, but just keep it pushing. I would say stay down there and get money, because there is money down there, so stay down there and get your money. Don't trip. You'll find some quality women through all those mud ducks, and just keep on campaigning, man. It's a numbers game, man. Just always remember that. Thanks for the call. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, let me get into some game real quick. Now, let's talk about the topic of today's show, because that brother's call kind of touches on what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about dating myths. I'm going to talk about 8 dating myths that we have about the dating game. and how we can play past some of those myths. Now, these dating myths, they can be applied to brothers and sisters, men and women. I'm going to mix it up. Usually I have a list for women, and then usually I have a list for men, but I'm gonna mix this one up, talking about the 8 dating myths. Now let's start with number 1. Now everybody grab your pen, grab your paper, because we're gonna get into some ism. Now, dating myth number 1, and this is for the guys out there, or the guys and the women. One dating myth is that men are only focused on looks. Now that's a dating myth, because a lot of women thinking that men are just focused on looks, they only emphasize their physical attributes. They don't work on anything else. They don't work on any domestic skills, any culinary skills, any kind of business skills. They don't work on shit else but how they look, how stank they can look, how big their ass is going to be, how much hydrogel they're going to put in their ass, how big their titties are. You just worry about your physical and you neglect everything else, and then you trip out when you see a dude wiping up the homely chick. The dude wipes up the homely chick because she might be homely, or she might be a 6 or a 7, but she makes the brother feel a certain way. She handles business. She takes care of things behind closed doors. She's a good mother to his kids. She knows how to cook very well. She compliments him. She has chemistry with him. So a lot of women out there, don't just keep focusing all your apples on your physical attributes. That's the mistake a lot of women make, thinking that, okay, men are physical creatures, so all I got to do is just look good, because what's going to happen, your looks are going to fade anyway, then that insecurity is going to kick in. So you got to really focus on some other shit to really bring to the table as a bargaining chip anyway, because when them looks start to fade, remember, every 24 hours there's a new motherfucker turning 18. So you're getting millions of new competitors every single day. Always remember that. As far as the look game, there's a brand new chick turning 18 who's looking better than you every day. So you got to be more unique with what you bring to the table, and not just assume that because we are physical creatures, that's not all we are, because that's the initial thing that we will gravitate to. But after we gravitate towards that, how are we going to stay? All your other skills come into play that will make us stay. Now let's go to dating myth number 2. Now, dating myth number 2, internet dating. A lot of people think that internet dating is only for mud ducks and simps. The perception of internet dating is there's a bunch of fat heifers and dusty, raggedy, dusty tennis shoe having niggas on the internet trying to get at women. And that's not the case. A lot of people on the internet just don't want to hit the club scene. A lot of people are busy. A lot of people take care of business, so they don't want to be out there in the streets. They don't have time to hit the clubs and the bars and the social scene, and everybody's online. So the internet is actually a great place to meet folks. But I always say about the internet is all about introductory purposes. You introduce yourself, you connect, and after you connect on the internet, you have to take it offline. But don't just assume because you meet somebody online or somebody's on an internet dating site, don't assume that they're raggedy or they're not attractive or they're just a simp, because you got professional cats on the internet who don't really want to go out and do all that old club hopping shit, and you got real fine women on the internet who don't want to do all that. And you can make some very tangible hookups on the internet. So let's not throw the internet out the window, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important to understand that. Now let's go to dating myth number 3, is that there is a shortage of good black men. We hear that a lot. There's a shortage of good black men. And that's not true. There's a lot of good black men out here, but the thing is, there's a shortage of good black men that a lot of black women want to fuck. And excuse me for being so curt, but that's the shortage. There's a lot of dudes out here. There's black men out here who are simping, tricking off their money, brown nosing, rolling out the red carpet, ready to be romantic. There's a lot of dudes out here ready to get it in, but a lot of women, they want to do with a little more swag. They want dudes with a little flavor. They want dudes with a certain pizzazz. So there's certain dudes that women want to fuck. That's what they're not saying. So that myth that there's not good brothers out here, that's not true whatsoever. The thing is, a lot of people, you got to be practical about who you date. a lot of people date based on high school juvenile expectations. He's cute, has a nice car, shit like that, and you base a relationship on that, and then you are let down when you see that relationship don't blossom into anything long term. See, the thing is, sometimes you got to get that dude who might look like a nerd, but he's sitting on 6 figures doing computer work. You got to go for that dude, because that brother's going to bring some kind of stability. And a lot of women don't know how to balance stability from adventure. Sometimes you think adventure is more important than stability, and you can get adventure with a dusty dude, but at the end of the day, when the adventure burns out, you still with a dusty dude and you have nothing to show for it. So we got to think in terms of what's practical for us in the dating game. Now, dating myth number 4. Dating myth number 4, and a lot of men think this. Men think that women will get automatically emotional if you have sex with them. That's a real big myth that a lot of guys have. They think just because they're having sex with a woman, automatically she's going to get some kind of emotional attachment. And there are women out here that'll fuck your brains out and be like, hey, thank you, I'll call you next time I want dick. There are women out there like that. All of these women ain't trying to get romantically linked after they have sex with you. And a lot of times these women flip the game on dudes. These women are fucking the shit out of dudes, and all of a sudden, the dudes are getting all emotional. So the game has changed. Right now, you got a lot of emotional dudes out here in the dating game. You got a lot of dudes out here who are power simps. You give them a little piece of ass, and they on some shit like,
if you watch this video,
they like this.
And you know what? Here's the fuck who she really is. She is a lion. Let me tell you something, Jennifer. You are nothing but a lying, manipulating hoe who is messing with people's emotions and have no remorse for other people's feelings. And you get fucked up in the ass daily. And you know what you fucking need? All you needed was a fucking cock. Oh, my fucking cock in your fucking mouth.
And that's what you got out here. You got emotional ass dudes out here brown nosing and simping. So let's not go for that myth that just because you have sex with a woman, she's going to get all emotionally attached. Because these dudes out here are wearing their emotions on their sleeves. Now let's go to number 5. Dating myth number 5 is that men are intimidated by a woman's intelligence. Now we hear that a lot. That's a common one we hear, that men are just so intimidated by how intelligent a woman is, and that's not the case. Men are not intimidated by a woman's intelligence. The thing is, a lot of women who get them a little education, or not even a big education, but some women, they get them a little degree at DeVry University somewhere, and all of a sudden they want to start bossing dudes around. That's the problem that dudes have. They don't have a problem with your so-called intelligence. They just have a problem with you being bossy. And a lot of women who deem themselves intelligent are usually very bossy. I won't say usually, but in many cases. That's the problem that men have. Men don't want to be bossed around by a woman because deep down they know if they allow you to boss them around, you're not going to respect them, ladies. So that's what dudes don't like. They don't like the bossy aspect. Because when you boss dudes around, you're going to create a mother-child dynamic. And when you create a mother-child dynamic with the dude, he's going to always rebel. And let me give a reference, like the show Housewives of Atlanta, the show with Phaedra and Apollo. They're a married couple on there, and she's like the big breadwinner in the family. You can clearly tell that, and she's kind of bossy to the husband. You can tell she runs the guy, and if you look at the show, the recent shows, he's kind of rebelling against that because he's in a childlike position with her. And whenever that happens with men always rebel. I tell women that all the time. Dudes always rebel against that because it goes against a man's nature to be bossed around by his woman. Some dudes are just simps and they'll take it, but in a passive-aggressive way, they will act out against that. So let's move on to number 6. The 6th dating myth that people have, you have the myth that your family has to like your significant other. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is not true. Your family does not have to like your significant other. people have this thing, well, I got to introduce you to my mama got to like you. No, it doesn't have to go down like that. It doesn't have to go down like that, because a lot of times we have to understand a lot of our relatives can be haters. We got a lot of haters in our family. Mom can be a hater. Grandma can be a hater. Your sister can be a hater. You're trying to get your family to like your significant other, but a lot of times they want to shit on you and hate on who you bring around because they don't want to see you happy with nobody. Let's go back to the Housewives of Atlanta again. Now, there's a person on that show, Candy Burris. She's engaged to this brother on there, and Candy's mother keeps hating on the dude just for no reason. Candy's mother is hating on this brother for no reason whatsoever. And that happens a lot. You bring your significant other around and they find things to not like about him, simply because they want you to be there with them, sometimes wallowing in their misery. So fellas and women, don't worry about pleasing the significant other's family. Just worry about you and your significant other. That's all that matters at the end of the day. That's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. And I say, don't disrespect their family and don't let them disrespect yours. Just worry about you and your significant other. That's all you need to worry about. Now let's get to number 7. The 7th myth that we have in the dating game. And this is for guys. A lot of guys have this myth. The myth is that you can buddy your way into some ass. A lot of guys think that they can act like a woman's buddy and use that whole buddy bullshit to try to get ass. And fellas, you got to understand this. When women meet men, women are going to put you in 2 categories, friends and lovers. They're going to put you in the friends category or the lovers category. And a lot of guys try to go the friends route to try to friend their way up into some ass. You think that you'll be the woman's friend and use that as an opening, or to use that as a gateway to eventually get ass. But you don't understand, when you put yourself in a friend zone or allow yourself to be put in a friend zone, it's very difficult to get put out of that. So that's why you have to establish what your position is early on. Even if the woman will try to test you and put you in the friend zone, you got to get yourself up out of it. Because some of y'all meet women and y'all try to be like, hey girl, we got to get together and we got to talk about cooking recipes and talk about, just dumb, chatty chick shit. And sometimes you might meet a woman at school and she's talking to you and she might try to test you out by putting you in the friend zone by saying, hey, look, it's a pleasure to meet you. We got to probably get together and talk about schoolwork, talk about calculus and, talk about our schoolwork and what we need to do at school. And you got to say, hey, that's cool, but hey, we got to talk about that pussy because I am interested in hitting it. In so many words. You got to be more finesseful with that, but you got to let them know that, hey, we're going to talk about more than that because I'm trying to holler. I ain't trying to be your buddy now. You got to let them know that. And the thing is, once you get put in that zone, it's not like in the movies. In the movies, a lot of chick flicks, they always have the scenario where there's a woman and a guy who are friends. They're friends and buddies. Sometimes they're even enemies, and they're hanging around each other. And then one day they realize that they were meant for each other. Then they decided to fall in love. Now, that's some romantic movie bullshit. But in real life, when you are in that friend zone with women, it's hard to get out. So you don't want to get put in there in the first place. So let women know from the get-go what your position is. Put me in the lovers category. Yeah, I just met you. It's nice to meet you. You're kind of fly. You're looking good. I'm looking good. I'm kind of fly, and I'm interested in seeing what's popping with me and you like that. Fuck a friend. If I want a friend, I'll go to a goddamn a petting zoo and play with goats and ducks and shit. I don't need a friend like that. Now let's go to number 8. The 8th myth that we have in the dating game, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of men have this, and this is a very common myth, is that you have to be a baller to get the dimes. That's a very common myth that men have, that you got to ball out. You got to either be a rapper, you got to be a basketball player, you got to be a drug dealer, D-boy, hustler. You got to do all this shit in order to get dimes or even decent looking women, and that is not the case, family. You don't need to ball out in order to get women. That is the big myth. Now, sometimes that could help in certain scenarios. Yeah. That could raise your stock in a certain scenario. But for the average brother out here, understand this: the dating game is a numbers game. It is a numbers game at the end of the day, and it's all about how many people you campaign for. And the more you campaign, the better your odds are. The problem is a lot of cats don't really want to campaign like that. See, the dude who's the baller, the rapper, or the person with some fame, they don't have to campaign as hard, but that's okay. Even if you don't have what they have as far as notoriety, you just got to campaign a little harder and just spit harder, and you'll get the same results. Don't matter how much money you have, you don't have to ball out. Look, man, back in the day, one of my best friends, I had a partner, real good friend of mine, real good buddy of mine. My dude wasn't the best looking dude, had a cool little apartment, nothing major. My dude worked at McDonald's. Brother worked at McDonald's, straight up and down. But if you went to the homie's crib, this dude had women over his house every single night. My dude had women at his spot every single night. He called me up, hey man, I got a couple of females coming over. He had women every damn night. This brother worked at McDonald's. Why? Wasn't the best looking dude in the world. None of that shit. Worked at McDonald's. The reason why, this dude campaigned heavy. We go out, this dude, he was kind of thirsty, but that worked for him to a certain degree. Because you got to know how to balance the thirst. You don't want to be too desperate. But he had no shame in campaigning. So when we go out, he would literally talk to every woman in the spot. Now, even if he got rejected by 10, he still got accepted by 5. So it was a numbers game to him. And he would get satisfactory results. So being dissed or being rejected, that didn't fuck his game up, because he knew if he kept on campaigning, he's going to get some females, and it worked for him. He just had to campaign harder. Again, there was a tad bit of thirst in the mix, but it worked for him. When you keep campaigning, you're going to get elected if you keep campaigning. So just understand that it's a numbers game, and you ain't got to go for the mud ducks and the booger wolves. This brother had real nice-looking females coming over to his spot, and he was hitting. And you can get the same results, too. It's a numbers game. Remember that. Let me get 1 or 2 more calls before I get up out of here. What's up, man? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Jessica Smith.
Hey, Jessica, how are you, young lady?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. Where you calling from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Somebody else just called from Atlanta. What's going on in Atlanta?
Oh, I'm here with my friend Tiffany. Hey.
Hey, what's up, Tiffany?
We called to ask for some advice.
What's going on?
You both are 22.
You're 22, okay.
I wanted to basically know, how do you keep a guy interested without getting physical?
How do you keep a guy interested without getting physical? Now, how long are you not trying to get physical?
I guess until, we establish, a relationship title.
Right. Okay.
Boy dating, a dating situation.
Right, because you don't want to be out here just banging everybody. I would say that depends on where and how you meet the guys. Because the thing is, this is the problem that a lot of women do. Y'all meet dudes, especially down in Atlanta, you meet niggas out here outside of a strip joint, and now you want him to treat you like you Mother Teresa. But you forgot where you met this nigga. You met him outside of a ratchet club. So if you meet dudes in ratchet environments, expect ratchet behavior from them. So it depends on where you meet people. If you meet people in upscale spots, you get more of an upscale demeanor from them. You feel me?
Yes.
So,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a fuck buddy, and I caught feelings for him. What do I do?
Okay.
But he doesn't feel the same. I don't think he feels the same way.
Right. So you've been, how long you been fucking him?
2 months.
Okay. Well, the thing is, this is the problem. A lot of y'all, man, women, y'all try to do like dudes. And I kind of talked about this earlier, and it goes both ways. A lot of times women try to be like dudes, and you'll try to just have uncommitted sex. Some women can do that. Some women can have uncommitted sex with a dude, but if you fucking a dude for a couple of months consecutively banging this dude, eventually you're going to catch feelings. You're going to catch feelings for anybody who's going up in your body. You're going to get all his molecules and DNA all up in you, you know, all the dick in your mouth and all that shit. You're getting all types of shit up in you. So you're going to catch feelings. But the problem is, once you start catching feelings, now you want to change the dynamic, and he's already cool with the scenario. So you start the way you end, and you end the way you start. If you want something else with a dude, or you want a relationship, you got to establish that first. Y'all can't hustle backwards. You can't fuck your way into a relationship. You have to establish a relationship first, and then say, okay, let's see what's popping with the fucking. You understand?
Yeah.
Now you sound disappointed. Don't be disappointed. Now, does the dude that your fuck buddy, does he have a chick?
No.
Oh, okay. Now, how do you know he doesn't have a chick?
I think he talks to other girls.
Okay. Now wait. Now, do you?
I talk to other guys too,
I was just about to ask that. So you talk now, not just talk to other guys. Are you fucking some of these other dudes?
No.
Oh, come on now. How many? Come on now. No, come on. We're gonna shame the devil in this motherfucker. How many other dudes? You got other dudes you fucking. If you ain't committed, there's some other dudes you fucking.
Before I had started messing with him.
Yeah, you had one before you messed with him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you want to do with this guy?
I'm not sure.
And you got to see, you got to make sure that you're just not dick drunk, because that's what it sounds like. Sometimes when you get dick drunk, you think you want a relationship because you want exclusive. You what now?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, you just might be a little dick drunk. Sometimes you might not, you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody because the fact that y'all just became fuck buddies and you didn't seek anything else. Sometimes people are just not worthy of being in a relationship with, and you just like the dick. And
because I just got out of a 2-year relationship.
Okay. You were in a relationship for 2 years, so you got your little fuck buddy, and now you're kind of catching feelings. I think you might just be a little dick drunk. So what you're going to have to do is wean yourself up off the dick a little bit. Wean yourself up off of it so you can take your emotions out the mix, because you're going to eventually have to get into a relationship. You just can't keep getting dick down and dropped off, you know?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. All right, ladies, thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Let me play this for them. That's for her. She had dick in her life. Some dick. Some dick. That is for the young ladies who called up. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. Everybody, go to TariqElite.com. Get the Tariq Elite leather jackets right now. Get the Liberty t-shirts right now. Get some of the other clothing at TariqElite.com. And don't forget, this coming Monday, we got the 2013 Mac-ish package that will be on sale for 1 week. You're going to get the Relationship Riches and Race DVD, the Tariq Elite Live in Miami DVD, Tariq Elite Live in New York DVD, Tariq Elite Live in Atlanta DVD, Mac Lessons DVD, the Eugenics DVD, the Tariq Elite Snapback Hat, the International Sunglasses, the No Justice t-shirt, and the White Heraldry t-shirt. All of that for just $99 for 1 week only, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be at TariqRadio.com. I will see you guys on Ustream this Sunday. Holla. Every month. Now this month you're going to get a long sleeve t-shirt for the cooler weather with the print of the artist's unique interpretation of two powerful ancient symbols, the all-seeing eye and the tail devouring the snake. This month's shirt comes with a booklet describing the story behind the symbols in detail, and it also comes with free stickers. Sign up for the t-shirt subscription right now. Tariq Elite Radio users use the coupon code KFLEX and get 50% off on your first month. That's CaseUltra.com.
You're now tuning into the King of Game, Tariq Elite, on Tariq Elite Radio.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Tariq Elite Radio at TariqRadio.com. Ladies and gentlemen, glad December 9th, and the sale ends December 18th. So it's like a week and a couple of days. So this is what you're going to get in the brand new 2013 Mac-ish package. This is what you're going to get, family. You're going to get the Relationship Riches and Race DVD. You're going to get the Live in Miami DVD, and those two DVDs are two of my best lectures, by the way. These are two of my favorite lecture DVDs. Both the Relationship, Riches, and Race, that's me doing a live lecture in Chicago. The Game was hot fire. The Game was hot fire. Real good stuff in that. But like I said, in the 2013 Macish package, you're going to get the Relationships, Riches, and Race DVD, the Live in Miami DVD on iTunes, and they're wondering why it's not being updated. You have to understand, all the new shows are here at Tariq Radio, so spread the word. Everything is at TariqRadio.com or Tariq Elite Radio or TariqRadio.com, either one. We're going to come right back. We're going to do a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come back. We're going to take some calls from the listeners right here on Tariq Elite Radio. EbonyCohesion.com. That's the website for black businesses to get set up online and for black people to network with one another. It's meant to create an online market for black businesses and to promote their products and services. Go to www.ebonycohesion.com. CaseUltra.com. Subscribe to Case Ultra's t-shirt subscription and get a brand new t-shirt delivered to you.
Bigging up my barrel, I'm big enough to do it. I'm that barrel, plus I know my own flow is foolish.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Tariq Elite Radio Show, broadcasting live from Los Angeles. Glad to have everybody tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to chop up some real good game on today's show. Everybody, you can call up to the show. The phone number is 818-850-5404. And chop up game with me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, go to iTunes and subscribe to the new show. Go to iTunes and type in Tariq Radio and subscribe so you can get the shows downloaded automatically to your mobile devices. A lot of folks are still looking for the Mac Lessons Radio Show. Have everybody tuning in. We're going to take some calls in a moment. Now, I got a surprise. We are going to have a brand new Macish package on sale. Backed by popular demand. People, they always ask me, Tariq, when is the next Macish package deal coming? Well, we got one coming for Christmas. Christmas is coming up, and we want to have a nice Macish package for all the listeners, all the players, all the playettes for the Christmas holidays. Now, the 2013 Christmas Macish package, which goes on sale this coming Monday, December 9th, that's when it goes on sale, December 9th, this Monday, December 9th, and it's only going to be like a week and a half sale, so you got to take advantage of it